Steely Dan. I'm going to listen to the Boston Rag today. I've listened to Bodhisattva, whatever, and Razor Boy. And then I listened to this one called Showbiz Kids, which I don't even think is on this album. And I'm confused how I did that because I'm looking at this one now and it's like A and B, but apparently there's like multiple types of the album. And there's these things called like, apparently there's like a 45 and then like one was a single. And then someone told me there was a 45 and then there was like the big record. That's what I remember. But I don't really understand what's going on. All I know is there was a vibraphone that I thought was a Rhodes, but it was a real vibraphone. I have a vibraphone thing on my keyboard. Steely Dan's been fun. I'm going to do a little reacting. Maybe it'll make me dance. I'm going to look at the lyrics. We're going to analyze them. I might type notes. Let's just have fun. But yes, I like to do these vinyl ones because I feel like I'm vintage, like I said in an earlier video, my parents were in high school in 1973. So I get to feel like this is what it must have been like to be a teenager in like 1973. And like, it must have been so cool to like, let's put this record on. It's like, yeah, let's like put on this record. Like, yeah. Okay. Anticipation. Boston Rag. Wow, that's a really good song. It's deep. It's emotional. It's really good. I liked many things about it. I liked the rhythm. That was kind of interesting because there wasn't just rhythm in the drums. It's like the rhythm in how the guitar played that, you know, the sliding. Then there was that whole like breakdown section where it was like completely different from the beginning. And then when I had to look up the meaning of this song and the overdose and everything, it's very impactful. It's kind of like I think what I think about is how only recently have men been able to speak about their emotions. Like women have always spoken about their emotions. It was like socially acceptable for women to speak about their emotions. And then you hear about these like new generation of men who like go to therapy and like they've learned to like talk about their emotions. But I just think back to the kind of older generation when boys were just taught to be tough and like stiff upper lip and like don't talk about it and just like put everything repressed and like don't talk about it, you know? And so I think it's pretty cool that they wrote this song, or he wrote this song that was so expressive of what he went through and like losing a friend and all the chaos that happens in like drug addicted situations like that. And it's a really good depiction of, you know, like when you can't put something into words because it's too painful, you put it into a song. And I'd say that this did that very successfully. So, I mean, it was beautiful playing all around, great combination of instruments, beautiful singing, beautiful harmony. You know, they used harmony throughout to tell the story, and really catchy chorus, really, that you just kind of, it's almost like haunting, like it haunts you in your head. So, wow. I liked this. I don't know, it might be my favorite, or I still like the one really famous one, the first one I listened to that I called Yacht Rock. That's not really Yacht Rock. I know it's not Yacht Rock, guys. I just know that a Yacht Rock band that I like sometimes plays it, but Toto's Yacht Rock, okay? I know that. This is like 70s. It doesn't sound like classic rock to me. It sounds like its own thing because it's kind of early, what's going to lead later to like synth rock, you know, like using synthesizers kind of in the 80s. We have that kind of sound. That's what it reminds me more of. It's just kind of its own, like it doesn't sound like The Who. It doesn't sound like, I know the Doors were late 60s, so it doesn't sound like the Doors. It sounds like something different, totally different than the Dead, totally different than the Beatles. Like this is its own thing. It's so interesting. So, so cool. Yeah, I just never really listened to that before. I'm kind of like just frozen right now. And it's weird that I kind of skipped that because somehow I got to Showbiz Kids. I don't know what I was listening to, but I clicked on Showbiz Kids and then I missed the Boston Rag somehow. So maybe I need to do Your Gold Teeth in the next video. But I was a little confused by that. So, oh yeah, Can't Buy a Thrill. That was the other one. Okay. Well, that was an interesting journey. So thank you for recommending that. And I like it. What other bands am I missing? Like, did I miss some major education from the 70s? Like, what can I not die without hearing? That's what I need to know. Because, you know, maybe I'm half dead already. I don't know. Maybe I've hit middle age and that's it. So maybe I only have 40 or 50 years left, you know? So you have to start to think about like, how do I want to spend the rest of my life? It's like, well, I want to hear music. I want to hear a lot of music. I want to hear live music. And I want to write more songs myself. And the more that I listen to things that are just good writing, the more it comes into my palette so that when I'm crafting my own song, I think about the things I've heard. So I don't know. That definitely changed me. So I liked it. All right. Boston Rag, a very meaningful song in kind of a big contrast to Bodhisattva, which was like making fun of like, you know, China, Japan, but it's like making fun of the whole like obsession with the East, right? So I don't know. This is very intense. So anyway, enjoy. What else should I listen to? Bye.